All right, guys, we're going to work on some division problems together. Let's start off with number 1. 75 and 9/10 divided by 22. Now again, guys, the whole game when it comes to division is finding out how much of your divisor you could take out of your dividend, right? So that's the first thing I'm asking myself on this step. Can I take 22 out of 7? No. Can I take 22 out of 75? Yes. Do I know how many? No, I don't know yet. Now I could guess, right? I could try multiplying 22 on the side by different numbers and seeing what works. Or I can use my estimate step to sort of like figure out how close I can get to this number to take it away. Okay? So whatever you feel comfortable with, you can do. Okay, so let me show you what it looks like to just sort of like eyeball it and guess. All right? I know if I multiply this times 4, it's going to be 80 something, right? Because this is 22. 80 something is going to be way too much, right? We don't want to go past this number when we're subtracting it from it. So I'm going to try 3 first. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, so that's 66. That's clearly going to work here. All right, so I'm going to put 3 minus 66. Okay, this becomes 6. This becomes 15. 15 minus 6 is 9. 6 minus 6 is 0. Okay. Now, again, we do the exact same process, but now we go down the line, right? And we're bringing down the 9 because 22 can't be taken out of 9, but 22 can be taken out of 99. However, when you go into your tenths place, that means that you've crossed over into the decimal world. So make sure that you guys also include your decimal up here. Okay? So again, we begin the same process. We ask ourselves how many we could take out from 99. I see that 22 times 3 was 66. Let's find out how much 22 is with one more. 66 is with one more 22. So I'm going to multiply 66 times 4. That's 88. 8, 8. And I think that would be close enough because if I multiply it times 5, I'm pretty sure we're going to go past 99. So we're just going to do this with 4. Take away 88 from 99. 9 minus 8 is 1. 9 minus 8 is 1. Okay. And remember, now we're not, there are no remainders now. We need to continue the same process, right? So notice we don't have any more numbers to drag down. So let's make a hundredths place and bring that 0 over. So now we have 110 hundredths. Okay. So now I'm going to put this into my estimate step. I can't really eyeball it anymore. So I'm just going to turn my divisor into its nearest form of 10, which would be 20. Okay. And the dividend needs to become a number that can be divided by 20. So 11 isn't it's not a number that can be divided by 20 or 2, right? So if I make a parking lot, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, you'll see that there are 2 numbers that we could choose from, right? We could turn 11 into 10 or 11 into 12. I think we should try it with 10 first, right? So 10, and then you include that 0. So this is 100 divided by 20, which is the same thing as 10 divided by 2, which would be 5. Okay, so let's multiply 22 times 5 and see if that'll work. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1 is 11. And that's the exact same number that we have here. Okay, minus 110 is going to equal 0. Okay, so that's number 1. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we have for the next one. Let's do blue this time. We have 97 and 28/100 divided by 19. Okay, so again, we start by setting up our little house, right? Our dividend is inside the house. This is 97 and 28/100. Our divisor is outside. Okay. Now, looking at this, you can't really guess. You can't really eyeball how many 19s we could take out from 97, right? However, what we could do is the estimate step to sort of like at least get close. So 19, its nearest form of 10 is what? 20. And 97 can be turned into, let's see, we're working with 2 again this time. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay. So let's focus on the 9 here. Our 9 is close to 8, and it's also close to 10. I think that we should try with 10, turning 97 into 100. Okay, so 100 divided by 20 is the same as 10 divided by 2, which equals 5. And let's see if that works. 19 times 5. 9 times 5 is 45. 5 times 1 plus 4 is 9. 95 does work with 97. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put our 5 here. That means we're taking 5 19s out from 97, which would be 95. Okay, so 7 minus 5 is 2. 9 minus 9 is 0. Okay, again, we have now entered the decimal world. So I need to make sure that my quotient also includes that decimal. All right, and we again, continue with the same process. Can I take away 19 from 2? No, but I can drag down this 2 from the tens place and begin the same process all over again. Now notice, the question is, how many 19s can I take out from 22? Do I need to do the whole estimate step? No. Obviously, there's only one 19 that we can take out from 22. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Can't take away 9 from 2. So that means we have to decompose that 2 into 1, and this becomes 12. 12 minus 9, 3. 1 minus 1, 0. And then again, we ask ourselves the same question. Can I take away 19 from 3? No. So I have to drag down the next place value. Now we have 38. Do you know how many 19s you could take out from 38? If you do, wonderful. If you don't, do the estimate step. 19 is, the nearest form of 10 for 19 is, again, 20. And looking at 38, do you guys see how it can become 40? Because there's a 4 here, right? We want to make sure that we round our dividend, to something that can be divided by our divisor, okay, when you're doing our estimate step. 40 divided by 20 is the same as 4 divided by 2, which would be 2. Let's see if that works. 19 times 2. 9 times 2 is 18. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Look at that. Exactly the same. So we're going to put 2 in the hundreds place and subtract by 38, and that's 0. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. This one will go with green. Hopefully you can see this on the camera. Can you see this on the camera? Yeah. All right. Let's do 77 and 14/100 divided by 38. Okay, so as we're working, as you're watching this video, you can pause this and try to answer this on your own. And then watch the video to see how you can overcome the parts that you got stuck on. Okay, so again, same process, you guys. Dividend goes inside the house, 77 1400s. Divisor goes outside, 38. Okay, looking at this, I don't know how many 38s I could take out from 77, but I know for sure it's, probably don't. I don't know if I can take out more than one. So I'm gonna try 38 times 2 and see if that works. Okay, so 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Yep, that works. So I'm gonna put 2 right here and subtract 76. 7 minus 6 is 1. 7 minus 7 is 0. Okay, now I bring down the 1, and I've entered the decimal world, so I'm making sure that I'm placing my decimal point in my quotient area. Okay, so again, I ask myself the same question. Can I take out 38 from 11? No, right? So do I bring down another place value? No. Follow the same process. If I've already brought down this place value and it's still not enough, then there's only one thing I can multiply 38 by that'll work, and that is 0. 38 times 0 is 0, minus 0. Now we have 11, and then we bring down the 4. Okay? So again, in this situation, again, I have no idea what's going to work with this number. Now I think it's appropriate for me to do the estimate step. Okay? What is the nearest form of 10 for 38? 40. Okay? And now I'm going to make a little parking lot for 40. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. 28, 32, 36. Okay. And now I need to see what 114 will become. Okay. What can I turn this number into? What can I turn this number into that can be divided by 4? Looking at my parking lot, 11 is very close to 12. So I'm going to turn my 114 into 120 divided by 40. Okay? This can be 12 divided by 4, which is the same as 3. So let's see if that works. 38 times 3. 8 times 3 is 24. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11. Oh, perfect. So we're going to go ahead and put 3 in our hundreds place. 38 times 3 is 114. So that is a perfect match. And we're done with that problem. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Let's do red for this one. Okay, over here we have 12 and 18 hundredths divided by 29. Okay, same thing, you guys. Divisor goes on the outside, dividend goes in the inside. Okay, sorry about my 8. Little crazy 8s. All right, so we have same question that we ask ourselves, right? Can't take out 29 from 1. I can't take out 29 from 12, but I can take out 29 from 121. Do I know how many yet? No. And honestly, I can't really eyeball that either. So I'm going to, again, use my estimate step as a tool. 29, the nearest form of 10 is 30. okay? And then we're dividing 121. So again, I'm going to make a parking lot. We have 3, 6, 9, 12. I mean, we could just stop there. Do you guys see the 12 here? Right? So what should we turn 121 that can easily be divided by 30? 120. Okay? Which is the same as 12 divided by 3, which will be 4. So let's see if that works. 29 times 4. 9 times 4 is 36. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11. That's 116. So that's going to work for us. So I'm going to put 4 over my tens place because, again, I was working with 121. But notice, I've crossed over into the tens place. If it's in the tens place, I have to make sure to include that decimal point. Okay? Subtracting by 116. 1 minus 6, can't do it. This becomes 1. This becomes 11. 11 minus 6 is 5. 1 minus 1 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay. Class, I cannot take out 29 from 5, so I have to, again, bring down the next place value. So now we have 58. I'm going to place this back into my estimate step to help me out. 29 becomes 30. And then 58 needs to become a number that can be divided by 3. So do you guys see how 5 is very close to 6? So this is going to become 60. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And let's see if that works. 29 times 2. Whoops, this is a little too close. 29 times 2. 2 times 9 is 18. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Okay, that's a perfect match. So we're going to place 2 in the hundreds place and subtract 58 from 58, which is 0. Okay.